Welcome guys to your WWE Summerslam 2021 review. And I'd say overall the SummerSlam pay-per-view, it had some good moments, had some kind of whatever moments, but some good moments, some kind of moments I'm like, whatever. But we open up SummerSlam, the main card, with RK Bro versus Adrian Omos for the WWE Raw Tag Team titles. This is a great match. Omos was still getting protected because obviously this is a guy that in Omos that you should be investing a lot in, especially because he's a guy that you should have him built up for a Roman Reigns down the line, or maybe a Brock Lesnar, because he's a guy that has a lot of stock in WWE. And then Randy Orton wins with the RKO. It was a good opener for SummerSlam. I thought they got the fans into the show. Then we had this dumpster of a trash ass match with Alexa and Eva Marie. Alexa wins, and that was it. Doudrop, I guess Doudrop and Eva Marie are not a thing anymore because she kind of walked away. I guess tomorrow on Raw they're gonna be back together, and they're gonna not even acknowledge that this happened at SummerSlam. Then we had the US title night. It's Sheamus defending against Damien Priest. This was a really good match. I thought that this was a really good undercard US title match. Very physical match. Sheamus, Damien Priest goes over, and it's your new US champion. Great decision that you're gonna put the title on Damien Priest. This is a guy that had a great, exciting debut going into WrestleMania and after WrestleMania, and then at the WrestleMania card. But then momentum kind of slowed down, and he hasn't been the same. But he comes here to SummerSlam and becomes the new U.S. champion, which is great. And then we have the Usos versus the Mysterios. This was a decent tag match. The Usos retain, and they kind of teased before the match between the Usos and between the Mysterios and the Usos that maybe Dominic's going to be returning, because I don't know if you've been seeing the last few weeks that racing, you gotta keep concentrating, you stop losing your head, stop thinking about other things. And also down the road they're probably thinking about breaking these two up and having Dominic go on his own and do maybe some things in the mid card, but whenever that will happen, whenever they pull the trigger on that, we don't know. But I'm interested to see how they're gonna play a Dominic heel turn. The Usos retain, and then we have we have Bianca versus Sasha was advertised, and then obviously I think Sasha got injured or something, whatever it was. I don't know what the reason was, or they probably said what the reason was, but I wasn't concentrating on what the reason was. So sorry guys that in the comments could say, oh my god, it's this. I'm sorry guys that I wasn't concentrating enough to even know why they wasn't wrestling. So anyway, Carmel comes out. Then the men's music hits. Becky has returned, and the WWE had to do something different, and they had to counter the CM Punk thing from Friday, because Vince is like, God damn it, CM Punk has debuted in AEW. I need to counter that and do something big on this show. And the man coming back, I mean, it would have been nice if they advertised it, but the surprise was great as well. The squash match, did you really need to do a squash match? You could have not had the Alexa and Eva Marie match and just had Becky and Bianca just have a great match, a good 10-15 minute match. Alexa and Eva Marie didn't need to be on pay-per-view. It was a Raw match. I don't know why this was even on the fucking card. This was a Raw match, but you only give Becky and Bianca 27 minutes. That kind of devalues Bianca, because she's only got 27 minutes, 27 seconds. I mean, give her at least 10-15 minutes. These girls could have a good feud together, and maybe Sasha could get involved in this feud or whatever, but just give them more time. But 27 seconds, and then Becky wins the title. Drew versus Jinder. Drew wins. It was a whatever match. the triple threat match for the women's title. It was Charlotte, Nikki Ash, and Rhea Ripley. Charlotte wins again. Then we have Edge versus Seth Rollins. I loved Edge's throwback to his Brood days. I loved that entrance, and this match was a really good match. False finishes, a lot of great chemistry in the match, and Edge gets to win in this match, and I don't see why this feud shouldn't continue going into Extreme Rules. Maybe, well, definitely going into Extreme Rules, and maybe like Survivor Series or whatever, because you can drag this story out going into Survivor Series. Because here's Seth Rollins, who's good on the mic. Edge is good on the mic. Like, you can actually drag this out for a couple more months, yeah, and actually get a lot of legs in this feud and get people invested in this feud. Then we have Bobby Lashley versus versus Goldberg, and this was a bad booking decision. Why just have Bobby Lashley destroy Goldberg? You went 7 minutes and you should just have Bobby Lashley destroy Goldberg, like, especially when he was selling a knee injury and the King spot that MVP did with Goldberg. You should then have Bobby Lashley destroy Goldberg instead of now you're gonna have a return match, which I know why, because of Saudi Arabia, because they want Goldberg for Saudi Arabia and he's gonna win the belt. But you could have done something like that. Bobby Lashley wins, and maybe you give Goldberg the title at Extreme Rules. But Bobby Lashley is still WWE champion because it was a stoppage in the match. Goldberg's kid comes in, and then Bobby Lashley's like, "Fuck your kid," and he puts his kid to sleep. Then we get the main event. The Tribal Chief Roman Reigns is ahead of the table against Missionary John. This was a good match. I know you had the stupid dumb stipulation. If Roman didn't win, then he'll be gone from WWE. Which you didn't need a stipulation. But this was a good match. Missionary John versus our Tribal Chief Roman Reigns was a fucking fantastic match. And Roman Reigns right now is the best in the world. Right now in wrestling. I'm not saying that to knock CM Punk. But right now in wrestling, Roman Reigns is the dude. He's been the dude for a year. For a whole year. He's carried this company in a pandemic year. And he is the dude. Got a lot of near falls, a lot of great stuff here. I would have wished that maybe Roman Reigns made John Cena tap out, because especially you're gonna have after that you have Brock Lesnar come out and as the babyface now it's gonna feud with Roman Reigns. That would have been more cool. Like, here's Roman Reigns, he's made John Cena tap out, and here's Brock Lesnar, the former advocate of Paul Heyman. And that would have been great. But Brock came back, he's got a man bun, and yeah, leave your guys' thoughts in the comments, guys. Peace.